It's time once again for Their News Now, our daily peek into a local newsroom. And joining us this morning from News 10 is my Sacramento sidekick, Brian Shields. Good morning, Brian.
Good morning, Tamil. I was a little disappointed there that you didn't get the People's Choice Awards for favorite Their News Now correspondent.
Oh, we love him.
Fighting quite a campaign for that, you know. There you go. There you go.
But unfortunately, I think we have to go to some sad news about a soldier killed.
We do, although it's kind of a bittersweet story in some ways. This is a story about a 23-year-old Army private who was killed last week in a mortar attack on his unit in Fallujah. His name is Jesse Weisner. There was a mortar bombing. The bittersweet part of the story is that he had just gotten off the phone with his wife, and his wife says that she feels a real sense of closure as a result of that conversation, and also the fact that Private Weisner had managed to come back to the Northern California area in November and had a chance to be there for the birth of his son.
Oh, wow, that's a tough story, and our condolences go out to that family.
Absolutely.
And something else that's up for you is the California budget plan.
Well, you know, I don't know if you saw last week, we compared Governor Schwarzenegger's State of the State speech to one of my new favorite bands, Avenged Sevenfold, where you can almost take the budget and compare it to one of my old favorite bands, Corrosion of Conformity. There is a lot of corrosion in terms of what we're used to out of state budgets. The governor's calling for massive spending cuts, as much as $750 million taken away from schools and colleges and universities. Also, a lot of money being transferred away from the cities and changing the way that the California traditionally funds local services like police and fire and the like.
All right, we don't have a lot of time here, but tell me about the medical fraud allegations.
Well, Medi-Cal is a program much like Medicare. It's run by the state of California. It served about 6 million people last year. Auditors say there is as much as $2 billion worth of fraud in the system. And while the governor is talking about cutting back significantly in terms of the bureaucracy in the state, we're actually adding investigators to go out and look for some of that fraud in the Medi-Cal system. And there's some disagreement as to how much fraud you can actually weed out, but there is some optimism as well that the state may be able to save some money.
All right, Brian Shields of News 10 in Sacramento, thanks for joining us, and come back anytime.
Anytime. Thank you.